Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Sun Devils offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
First down. We're going to throw the football.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Bringing pressure. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense comes out for their first possession today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. A quick juke. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Makes a quick catch.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Looking for a gap, it's Brown. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack makes it 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. He's got it for a big gain. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Penalty makes it 1st and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important 2nd down play coming up. Obvious false start there, moving too early.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone on this possession. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's an out route. The catch made. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And the back now goes in motion. Third down, out of the shotgun. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the Sun Devils will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Gonna run it. It's Price. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him, but it's a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's got it. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. It's third down for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Hold it.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Sun Devils will send the punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They bring the punter onto the field now. This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. The pass rush closing in. They've got him to sack for the defense.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the Sun Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt already today. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And completion makes it second and short. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So the drive stalls. A punt team on the field. Oh, and he shanked it. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Back in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. Hits Brown. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Field goal try, no good. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game, still losing by 11.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
One more play before they head to the locker room. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the middle. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 20. At the 10 now. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking for some space. It's Brown. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. The Sun Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Handed off for a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. When he's got some space here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They're going to run it here. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Think about about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
A risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, ASU. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
They're set now to try the PAT. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Powering right past the defender. And it's good for a first down with a 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Fair catch made at the 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Offense accepts the penalty, moves them a little farther from their own end zone. Now it's second down here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He stopped, but he gets a first down. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He made the first down, brought down to the 31. And the Sun Devils keep the football on the move. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course.
Encroachment. Defense.
So early contact with the defense. That'll push the ball up 5 yards. The Sun Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A change for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. Trying to find some room. It's Brown. Eludes a tackle. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll be brought down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. A handoff to the back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Tries to get it to the running back. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He slings this one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The drive ends and the punt team on the field. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. 2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row. And the Sun Devils bring their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Fair catch made at the 35. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quick spin on the run. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Give it to the back again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Throws it to the right. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Hits this one off the side of his foot. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. And that's good for a 1st down near the 40. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Chris, I'd love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. We get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass is caught. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And a timeout on the field. I'll talk some strategy. A crucial moment here. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. So 5-point game, they need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Price. And tackled after a small pickup there. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.